I literally just finished SkateBIRD. Thought I would do a tips and tricks video because controls are a little wonky, but there's in-game settings to make it more tolerable. So I'll go over those. And first off, before you really play it, don't go into the mindset of playing it like a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. You may think that's what you should be able to do or should do, but I recommend not doing that because the game isn't really built around that. Like, it's not really built for super long combos like Tony Hawk are. And the point system isn't working with that too. It's very small. I think the highest goal thing you need to do is 200,000, but I highly recommend try to get out of that mindset of it's supposed to be like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. So let's get into the options real quick. Okay, so right off the bat, I would recommend going down to game speed and turning it down to 0.08. Now, you can turn this down further if you're struggling with some missions. I did that myself, or collectibles, but the reason I'm doing this is you may feel like it's too slow already, but we're going to be using a cheat code to always have fancy or special, so I recommend going down to this speed, and if it's not your style, you can go even lower or higher. Keep it up at 1% at the highest. Also, I would recommend turning off holding ollie pushes, because holding A the push is awkward, I noticed. So I turned that off. Next, I would turn off the balancing. Now, I know you may feel like this is not worth it because it makes the game super easy, but just highly recommend it. Or you can turn off balancing difficulty all the way to 0. I also recommend the bail difficulty all the way to 0 because it's still very janky with all these controls. So to make it easier on ourselves, just turn off all the balancing mini games so you can easily get what you're doing and do those infinite combos, because you can just stall or do a manual. But I recommend, if you need high scores, just go on a quarter pipe, stall, jump around, do some grabs, and do some flip tricks. Get your combo up a little bit. Stall until the score keeps getting slower and slower. Then ollie, do a twist, and then stall again to the other side to reset that counter. I would just recommend doing that because the whole combo system in this game is not like Tony Hawk. Alright, next up is the big ones. Enable drop camera and fixed drop camera. Now these two right here are probably the biggest ones to do because it cleared up all the issues I had with the camera mainly. Sometimes I did get stuck on the geometry, but that's just the level design. But I highly recommend, if you don't do anything else, do these two and you'll have a better time with the game. Also, we're going to enable some cheats. So in this pause menu, click in LB, RB, RT, LT, and on Switch it's ZL, LR, ZR. That'll bring up the cheat menu. And I'll put on screen what cheat codes I want you to enter in. The first one is going to be always special. And then the second one is to ride up walls. Now, you don't really have to do this one, but I highly recommend it because you can easily use this to get some collectibles that you need some help with, or if you want to get up higher to get onto a mission. So these are all the tips I have for you. The biggest ones are the fixed camera and the drop camera enabled, and do not play this like a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. So I hope this helps. It's a pretty fun game. Comment down below if you need some more help. I'll try to help out because it's an really easy game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.